everyone. This is Dia Singh from Electronics and Communication Department second year. And here I have my classmate Manish with me. And today we are here to know about Mohit Mayank sir's placement journey to Qualcomm. Sir, would you please start by introducing yourself?
Okay. Hello, I'm Mohit Mayank and I'm fourth year EC undergraduate student and I've been placed at Qualcomm and at present I'm in Hyderabad.
So, would you please tell us about your job profile?
So my job profile is software engineer and at present I'm an interim engineer in Qualcomm and my domain will be is in Bluetooth testing team.
Okay, sir. When and how did you start your preparation for the interview?
Okay, so preparation is generally a long process. So I think I started my preparation while I was in my second year, and starting was with basic DSA. First of all, learning what all things are like linked list and all those jargons, and then solving questions. Then the basic drill like going through all the questions on leetcode, especially, and then learning and revising basically CS fundamentals that include OOPS, OS, and all. So these were the things, and yes, parallelly I was also doing my project work, which was an app, so that was also running in parallel, and these were the things. And yes, lead code questions would I would say they formed the core part of my preparation process.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. So, as you said, your projects were based on app rather than web. So, for development, why did you choose app over web development?
See, that's a funny story. Why I chose app over web. First thing, I didn't know anything about either app or web, and web development was something. The only information I had about web development was that it uses HTML, and I had a bit experience with HTML, and I did not like it. So the other option that was left with me was to go with app. And also, while we all search for projects, what to take, app d, web d, or ml and all. So I while searching I found that yes, we can make apps with Java language, and I was familiar with Java language before, so I thought, yeah, why not, let's give it a try. So I'm already doing one unknown, already entering into one unknown domain, that is app development. So better at least have something that I know. So that was the main reason that I took app development.
Okay, sir. Could you describe your interview process, like number of rounds?
Okay, so okay, interview process. There were, I would say, total two rounds, two interview rounds, and each of the interview rounds was around 30 minutes, I guess. 30 minutes. Some even took 45 minutes for some like other candidates. It took 45 minutes, and in the first interview round, I remember that what he asked me a DSA question. Like I already gave you that what DSA question based on a stack to arrange the elements in ascending order. So that was one, and he was more focused on my project part and core CS, I would say, operating system fundamentals. So most of my questions over there in the first round were theoretical, explain what is mutex locks or semaphores or some OOPS concept, like four pillars of OOPS and all. And he touched a little bit of networking also. That was there, and very less DSA questions was asked. I guess only one DSA question was asked in my first round, and that's all. In second round, actually, what happened that it got postponed. A person who took my second interview, he had some work, so it got postponed. So mine second round was of 20 minutes only, 15 to 20 minutes. And in that I was asked questions, what is merge sort. I had to explain, not to code over there. So I had to explain what would my approach if I have to implement merge sort, or what would my approach if I had to implement quick sort. Like questions like these were asked in second interview. Also, I guess he asked few HR questions. Why would you like to join Qualcomm, and why do you think Qualcomm is the best company? or you are suitable for Qualcomm. Like these standard HR questions were asked by me in my second round. This generally doesn't happen. It would be more technical, but since mine got postponed and like delayed a bit, so mine a few HR questions was also asked in that. And yeah, I think that's it. That sums up my technical interviews with Qualcomm.
As we know, you were also the app development head of Team Race. So, how did you manage to take out time for your preparations as well as this important position of responsibility?
Okay, so see, the thing with that is, you need to manage all these, and most of my work regarding app development was at that time was to make juniors aware of what is app development, or clear their doubts, or like create their interest in app development. Because you can find saw that there were a lot of web dev enthusiasts, but no one was taking up appd. So main goal was that to make them aware and clear their doubts. So what actually happened while clearing their doubts, even mine concepts were getting revised, whatever the concepts were there. So yeah, I did never saw it as an added responsibility. It was like, okay, now it's time for revision. Okay, so one junior asked me a question. If I know, good. If not, then I should search and explain the person in such a manner that he or she understands. So it was more like a revision part to me. So how do we implement recycler views, or sir, how do we implement this, or how do we implement that, or I made this, it's consuming memory, or so and so. So it was more a revision. I looked at more as a revision part. So even very less, it doesn't take much. It's like a myth that this app development head or responsibility would add to your burden while preparation. It doesn't. You just need to look it as, I'll revise and I'll explain, so it will help you further in the interview process.
Okay, sir. Sir, in our college, this the feeling of procrastination is common. Sir, how did you fight with that?
See okay, procrastination I actually never had, because had many things to do while over there, and many things to learn actually, because I was also starting from scratch. I started late, that is in second year. Like from there I had to cover a lot, like DSA, some competitive programming also. Like I'm not that good, but I had to do that. And then we also had core CS and all. So like, you procrastinate when you have time. When you are not left with much time, you can't procrastinate that much. And also I was looking that my development part was consuming too much of my time, because there was not many seniors whom I can consult to for app development, like these are the errors I'm facing, or like so and so, how to explain my project, or what are the questions that are asked when you present your app as a project in interview and all. So that was taking much time. And also, yeah, I never like procrastination, I would say. mm, Try to do varying things, and you won't even think about procrastination. Take a hour and a half time out in evening. If no friends are there, just go take a stroll in the ground, or go somewhere where go to a place that is about couple of kilometers away from your home, and where street foods are there. You just take a stroll over there, do something. I mean, don't just follow a regular routine. When you follow a regular routine, no, you keep on procrastinating. Like, okay, now I am in college, I have to study, and then no recreation time in between. The, over there generally people procrastinate. If you keep on doing varying things, now if you are like if you are into singing, or if you are into dancing, okay, I'll complete this portion, I'll complete linked list 5 questions, like I'll solve it myself. I'll absolve what I can't solve, and then I'll sing or play guitar. You won't procrastinate. So to I like, in short, if I had to say, to stop yourself from procrastinating things, keep something interesting at the end of the work, that you will pick up that when you finish this work which you were about to procrastinate. So like, I will draw, or I'll watch anime or read manga after I complete this portion. So that will automatically stop your procrastination.
Okay, sir.
So, a lot of people say that having fun at times is equally important. It helps reduce stress for your preparation. So, how strongly do you agree with this statement?
No, I strongly agree, like, because you, even when you study, you should have fun. Like, you should have the joy that you are able to solve the questions. And apart from that, like I personally play a little bit of fingerstyle guitar. Like I'm still learning, and right now I've stopped, but I was still learning in the learning phase. So I used to play guitar. And also I did this one I think, like uh, I went to the field to have some to for exercises, or a 3 kilometer jog something. So I planned these in such a way, like I like to work out. So I planned these in such a way that I have time for all the activities that I like. In between, I also like study and prepare for my placement. Like what do you like? If in the evening it's generally not possible that you go and work out outside. So I used to play guitar in the evening, and in the morning I used to go and work out over there in between studies and all. So that's how by arranging things I managed my health period.
Okay, sir. In placement point of view, sir, how important is the CS fundamental, and what type of questions were asked from you in the interview?
Okay, so CS fundamentals are important, and it mostly depends company wise. Like Qualcomm is very much operating system oriented. Like their main work focuses on that, so they ask a lot of questions from operating system. And whereas in other companies I have seen that they ask questions based from oops or networking. And Atlassian focuses on system design. Nowadays Amazon is also focusing. So I think that core CS part is very important. In my interview I was asked a lot of operating system questions, like what is semaphore, mutex, logs, and all those jargons and all. So I would say yes, you should focus, and focus a lot on, like keep on revising. Keep on revising, and learn how you can explain those to someone if he or she asks you the question. Because what we do is we mug up things. Like even if I were to ask what are the four pillars of oops or something like that, you the automatic answer comes out is what you have mugged up previously. So learn how you can explain that to an interview. So in that it would be easy. Also, keep on revising. It is necessary that you keep on revising CS fundamentals over and over again, because yes, you will forget. And also acha, this is very important nowadays. What they are doing is like they are not just asking it, they are also some companies are also telling you how to, like code this part. Like code and explain what is inheritance.
Okay, sir.
So when you know what is, like when you properly understand what is inheritance, then only you can at that moment code and explain it to them. So that would only come after you have, well, you keep on revising all the things. Like it's not mugged up, you have understood everything. So I would say it's very important. CS fundamentals are a very important part of your placement.
Okay, sir.
Okay, cool. So, sir, would you please like to describe the work culture and your experience at Qualcomm?
Work culture is very good, I would say. Work depends upon, like the pressure of work depends upon the project that is being pursued at Qualcomm. But still, like seniors over there are helpful. Even if like there have been instances where I asked help from them, and they were in a meeting or busy at that time, so they got back to me after they have completed their meeting. That is the level of helpfulness that I'm getting at Qualcomm. Like seniors get back to me, like yes, you had a problem and now I am free, so if you're free then ping me, and or call me, or like these things. So work culture is very good. And the second part of the question was,
So, your experience.
my experience at Qualcomm has been like fabulous. Everyone is treating me like I'm the youngest in my team. And so everyone is treating me like a junior only. So I'm like literally enjoying my stay at Qualcomm. It's been a wonderful, till now it's been a wonderful journey.
Okay, sir. So coming back to the development part, you chose app over dev. So can you provide a little roadmap to app development to prepare for the same?
Yeah, sure. So see, app development, in our college especially, very less people take, so you have very less seniors to turn to for app development. Okay, so first thing is like there are numerous courses on YouTube, but I would suggest that you take any Udemy recent Udemy course. And yes, make sure to take recent app development course, because Google keeps on updating its documentation for app development every year, or I guess every couple of years, 2 to 3 years, it keeps on updating few parts. So what I faced a problem, like also Aditya Raj Srivastav, he also does, like Aditya sir, he also does AppD. He did it in so Acha, he did in some language, I can't remember. So what he also faced, like the courses become outdated very soon. So I'm taking 2 to 3 years time as soon over here, so the courses become outdated. So if anyone has to take app development, make sure that you take a recent course. Okay, like 6 months to a year before it should have been released, and that, so that would be a recent course for app development. Also make sure to go through, if you are doing app development, you'll need to go through a lot of Stack Overflow and all. So make sure like, what we do is we see the videos and then we start coding. Make sure you at least go through the documentations that are present in Google Docs for app development. Like Google has its own documentation for app development, and it releases that. So make sure at least go through the starting part to build in a habit. But that would help you later, because everything that you want to develop won't be present on the lecture videos. So take any Udemy course, or if on you take any course on Udemy, and develop a habit of reading Stack Overflow and documentations. You'll do fine. You'll do more than fine on app development.
Okay,
Okay.
so now that you're working, is there any activity or a hobby that helps you cheer up whenever you feel burdened with work?
That is important. Okay, actually, my guitar broke in sixth semester only, I guess. In sixth semester only. So my playing guitar has completely stopped. So now what I do is I have joined a gym, and I make sure that, after a hectic day or whatever day, be it a lousy day or hectic day at Qualcomm, I go to the gym to work out. Like that clears my mind. There's like, even if the physical. Uh, like everything, your tiredness, whatever I am feeling, I make sure that I go and hit the gym. And even if I do basic exercise and come out, I like, no, I have to go to gym, jana hai to jana hai. That's at present, these things are there. And Saturday, Sunday, weekends, you even like today, it's a lousy afternoon. Yesterday I had to go, I went to Charminar side, and mm, outings are like there.
Okay, sir. Sir, as we are experiencing, the academics of EC is quite hectic. Sir, how did you manage it with placements?
Okay, time management. Okay. Acha, you also know how you managed, how all your seniors have managed time, like co-studies and placement part. But see, whatever little online offline classes that we attended over there, what I saw is, like, even many like Somen sir would also agree on this. And what we saw was, if you just focus on, like, just a second, huh? If you just focus on what is being taught at class, because if it's an offline class, you have to go, you have to give your attendance. So like, you have to spend 1 hour in one class. So try to grasp as many things as you can in that class. And like, being frank, everyone studies just a night before, especially in engineering college, and at least in my college, I can say a night before the exams. So what happens, no, if you have paid attention in that class, you will remember. So you will continuously keep on remembering, okay, this was taught, acha, professor taught us like this, acha, over here professor told us not only to make diagrams but also label it in this manner. If you pay attention in class. So for time management, the best uh, like motto to manage your like, or what do you say, mantra to manage your time would be, I say that, wherever you are, just give your full attention. Even if you're going to class, just don't go for attendance sake. Like, keep that in mind. But what is being taught, try to grasp as many things. And I'm not saying that you come to your hostel and revise. No, 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 no. You keep on preparing for your placements. But at least pay attention to whatever is being taught in class. I have seen personally, and in the subject DSP, digital signal processing, whatever, I never revised once I came back. But I, in that class, say that I was, for some reasons, paying very like attention. I was paying attention to what professor was teaching. And while revising, like our whole group sat down, and while we revised, I saw that paying attention was beneficial, paying attention in class. So that core part is done. Now for placement part, I would say that give lead code contest like whenever they are, and like second and first years can even give coding, should give, not can, should give coding contest, like all those being held on code chefs and all, code chef, code forces. And if you get time and keep on revising course, yes, like, because if in 1 month you complete oops, all you need is 2 days to revise oops again. Like, I'm just giving an example. If you complete one part of course yes in a month or two, you need a 2 to 5 weeks depending on you to revise. So वो मतलब, हाँ, बोर हो गया, मन नहीं कर रहा क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने का, दिमाग नहीं काम कर रहा, तो ठीक है, ऊप्स का उठा लिए, कोई एक पार्ट पढ़ लिए, मतलब जस्ट मैनेज इट लाइक दिस. Because I no one can provide you a timetable that one size does not fit all. ठीक है, no one can provide you a timetable and you'll stick to it and then you'll be, I'm successful. No, 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 that doesn't happen. You have to see what fits you. You're a morning person or you're a late night person, so depending on that. But the mantra should be, whatever I'm doing, I should utilize that 100%. Even if I'm in class, I should utilize that. If I'm doing like competitive programming or lead code questions or CS, I should utilize that 100%.
Okay, sir. Sir, what is the role of CG to get selected by a company?
Role of CG, I would say 7.5 is 7.5. Some companies have 7.5, some companies have 8. That is the role of CG to make you eligible to sit in their placement programs, like to give their OA or get selected for interview. Okay, why seniors are saying that keep maintain your CG, always maintain your CG. We are saying this because suppose you, Manish and Dia, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
both have
Yes, sir.
reached the final round and there's only one spot open. Okay, there's only one spot open, and now the person has to decide who to select and whom to reject, because there's only one spot. Even if you both perform outstandingly, I have to select only one. I have to let go of the other. So who will I prefer? I'll prefer the one who has the highest CG, because that person has managed both curriculum and extra placement part, both better than the person who does not have that good CG. Okay, suppose Dia has both CG and I'm just giving an example today. So Dia has both CG and you both reach the final round and you have less CG than Dia, like considerably less CG than Dia. Then you put yourself in interviewer's shoes and you will find that you yourself will pick Dia, because according to you, that person has managed both core EC and CS part also. So of course, anyone would pick the person who has more CG and has more like has stronger DSS skills and all that. That I would say.
Yes,
But
sir.
if you are not to get disheartened, it above it is anything above it is like more than enough.
Okay, sir.
बस 8 above रखो, बल्ले बल्ले. अभी 8 above रख लेना अभी.
Okay.
For first years and अच्छा, I'll add for first year and second years, try to keep it above
Mhm.
8, because what CG you will get now is what CG you live on with the rest of your life in college. ठीक है. Okay.
True.
हाँ.
Okay, so moving on. So, would you please describe your HR round? And according to you, how important is the HR round? Like, what is the significance of an HR round?
Okay, I believe that we didn't have a proper HR round actually. See, after 2 round of technical interviews in Qualcomm, we got a call like, "Hi, this is so and so speaking, HR in Qualcomm. So, what would be your location preference and all?" So that was the only HR round that I faced. But yeah, in HR round, like I previously mentioned, I was asked HR questions in my technical interview also. So you need to like. Basically it may sound a bit rude basically, but how to sell yourself to the company. Like basic HR questions: why should I hire you, and what values will you add? So I would advise you, like, prepare that beforehand. Prepare those questions a bit beforehand, like what you will say. Don't just go there and I can speak well, I'm a good orator and this and that, and I'll बोल देंगे क्या होगा, वो मत करना. Just prepare something beforehand, that what points you will add. ठीक है. Strengths and weakness, how to, अच्छा हाँ sir, how to say your weaknesses, like these are in HR. How to tell what are your weaknesses. So you basically state your weakness, and then also in the same answer you tell how you are overcoming that and what steps have you taken. So go a bit through, like people are rejected in HR round. It's not that frequent, but people are rejected. So why to leave anything on luck? Like, uh, why to leave HR round on luck? So prepare a bit. Won't take much time. Even 15 minutes before interview, you'll see. हाँ, these are the things I need to say. इतना काफी है.
Okay, sir. Sir, how is the work environment in your office? Like, is it different from the college life?
How is it different from college life? You can't skip 8 a.m. classes like you skipped in class college. So if अगर आज उठने का मन नहीं कर रहा तो भी उठना है, तैयार होकर कॉलेज जाना है, सॉरी ऑफिस जाना है.
Obviously.
ओके. तो वो एक, दैट इज द बिग डिफरेंस. You guys will know, है ना, जितना how you are all bunking classes in colleges like we also did. Okay. That's why we are knowing. So you will feel that is the major difference. Also, like, main difference between college, see, I would say the college is the last protective environment that you will be, like somewhere someone is there to guide me. After you come to a different city to work, you are completely on your own on many levels. Okay. So, like, you have to take extra care. कॉलेज में क्या है, मतलब बीमार हो गए तो 10 लोग हैं, दोस्त लोग हैं, कोई टेंशन नहीं है, या फांकी मार रहे हैं, मज़ा कर रहे हैं, पीपल आर चिलिंग एंड एन्जॉयिंग. तो वो सब थोड़ा, आई मीन, दैट इज़ अ बिट लिमिटेड व्हेन यू मूव आउट टू वर्क टू अ डिफरेंट सिटी. So that is basically the main difference. So college is, the last protective environment. After school you go to plus 2 and then college, and then completely you're on your own. So you will feel why I'm saying that, why I am saying that college is the last protective environment that you will be in, and after that you are completely on your own. That is the main difference. बाकी वर्क तो मतलब वहाँ भी चिल है, वहाँ भी मजे होते हैं. You crack jokes, you laugh, you work. So that is same like you study and you or do all those fun activities. So you will find someone in work also to do all those things.
Yes.
Thank you so much for useful advice, sir. Other than this, is there something that you would like to share with your juniors? Like there are first year juniors watching this video, our second years who are preparing for our internships, and third years who will start preparing for their placement soon. So, is there any advice you would like to give us?
Two advice that I would like to give, that I've seen: start, if you want good placements, start competitive programming. Like Samin is also pushing for this in SEC, especially to, make all you start competitive programming. Reason being, competitive programming questions may not be asked in interview, but it develops a thought process of how you approach a question, be it any question. So that thought process, development of that thought process is necessary. Also, see, for internships, never think that not getting internship is the end of the line. Okay, never become too depressed that you're not getting internships. I myself have tried, I did not get internship, but I got placed in a good company, I can say that. So never get disheartened, give it all for your internships. Okay, how will you give your interview, HR round, technical interview, everything, give it your all, but never get disheartened if you're not selected. Okay, never think, अरे अब क्या होगा, I am not having any internship, I don't have any work experience, company will reject me. None. कंपनी बेवकूफ नहीं है कि for 2 months work experience they'll judge you from others. Now that doesn't happen. So never get disheartened and try, start doing some competitive programmings, especially to first years. And second years you are also having some time, so do it before you go in third year. In third year you won't get time. बहुत कुछ होता है थर्ड इयर्स में करने के लिए. तो two advice, that's all.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for your insightful thoughts and guidance. It was really interesting to hear about your journey, and we hope that you continue to enjoy your successful career. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.